I can't watch it. It makes me so sad.
Really?
Oh yeah. That to me is like a different girl. I don't know who she is. Like, I think I'd had a really tough start.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who I was. I didn't love myself. And the looking down thing was, I was just completely lacked confidence.
And it's not just me saying it, because the judges, of course, all said afterwards, OK, you're brilliant, but you've got to connect a bit more.
Yeah.
And your first hit, we suddenly saw you breaking through. So let's watch this. Nothing's Real But Love.
And I guess this world's not always good, and nothing's real but love. Nothing's real but love. And no house, no car, no job can beat love. Ooh, it won't fill you up.
Love it. So, all right, now let's say we got someone watching who says, but I'm still Rebecca Mark 1, I'm looking down in my life and I haven't got the confidence. What would you say? What could you advise?
Oh, what would my advice be? Life's too short not to not love yourself and to live in fear. I think a lot of my teaching growing up and just like I was always fearful of everything. And one thing I've worked on this year, especially as my resolution, is to let go of that. When you see people with no confidence, a lot of it is the fearful of not being accepted. Let go of it, because you get one life. Just let it go, be who you are.
Nicola, you've ever been through a phase like that?
Oh, definitely. I think most people have. You know, I've spoken about this on this show about my eating disorders, you know, and like you say, about letting it go. And, you know, a few years back, you know, I was under 6 stone. It was a horrendous time. And then, you know, for the sake of my children, it was like break free from that and just be me. And that's why now I tend to just be able to say and do what I want, because I just think you only live once.
David, if I came into your doctor's surgery and I said, OK, I've got a confidence problem, could you medicate that?
I think that's your last resort, because I think what you've hit on absolutely is the fact there are much bigger issues going on here. And I think one of the great things about growing older is actually you know, in the old days I used to want people to like me, and you change your behaviour to be liked. As you get older, you realise that is not possible. So you either like me or you don't like me, and there's not very much I can do about it. And I think that does go with age a little bit, but also if you look at the way you've blossomed, and that real insecurity which you saw in your eyes, and then the woman there in that
amazing.
Single, I mean, it's like a massive transformation. One thing I would impart, and I think is a really good maxim for life, which is the greatest fear there is fear itself.
Yeah.
And I think that is true, because once you get round the fact that actually, when you are frightened and you say, actually, I'm just frightened of being frightened, then it goes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And it came out of a period where you've been a young mum, and understandably, you were so busy, you just thought, I'm not going to be able to sing.
Yeah,
I can completely understand. There must be lots of, there's a whole generation of women from, you know, 40s and 50s who just were expected to write off all their career ambitions. Probably our parents might have been in that situation.
Yeah.
I think women still are. I mean, what we're going to go on to talk about with the universal credits, I think, you know, women still are in a real bad place in society. Yes, it's getting better, but we're still expected to look after our children and now to work and to do everything. And it's stressful, and it's why the mental health is so dire at the minute, because women have everyone just expect so much of us. And what Rebecca's done is remarkable, because she's obviously an amazing talent, and to go from where she was, it just shows people it is possible.
Yeah.
It's great.